Hi guys, it's just me again. As always, give me a sec. Give me a sec to set up all of my stuff. I think it's in place now. Looks like it. Looks like it. Both the YouTube and the Twitch are running. How about that? All right. More City Heroes. And to think, you didn't think I'd be on Sunday. Well, to be clear, I was planning on coming on anyway. And then I just looked at the score of the football game happening a couple miles that direction. And, yeah, I don't want to pay any more attention to that. Fortunately, I no longer get overly worked up over sporting events. And good evening to those of you who've joined me. Howdy do. Yes. Did we have a mission? We did not. So we need to talk to Shelley Percy. Let's sell any of the enhancements we've got that we can't use or won't use. We are 15 now. We have no defense buffs. Wow, we've got all kinds of them for defense buffs, but we don't have any defenses. We just try to out-regenerate everything. Wow, okay, they're all going to sell. That's right. Somebody reminded me of something, and I wanted to check and see. It's a keybind. You can't keybind escape to anything in-game, unfortunately. But there is, like, close window or something. Chat, powers, tray, windows. Targeting, emotes, other. Disable UI, screenshots, toggle, screenshot, get position. Quit game, release. I don't know what release does. Where am I? Game. I think it's game return. And it doesn't accept escape, which it doesn't. So we'll try middle mouse button. Oh, pardon me, whoever it was who told me that that existed, even if I can't apply it to escape, that's a huge quality of life improvement, and thank you very, very, very much. I think it was a YouTube commenter. I will have to go back and, pardon me, and thank him personally, because that's just a big freaking deal. I hope everybody's Sunday's working well, going well, working. Ew, I want to mention working on a Sunday. That's bad luck. Wow, all of a sudden it's barf up a lung day. Somebody dropped a magical pyramid down. Doesn't actually appear to do anything that I can tell. Let's make sure we've got our buffs up. We'll contact our contact. I earned a badge? Really? Did it say I earned a badge, or was that just... I thought it said I earned a badge. I'm not seeing one. Anyway, I have something I'd like you to look at. Oh, really? She has something she'd like me to look at. I bet she does. All right, Red Rain Ripper. I performed my diagnosis, and I've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is my patient only has 6 months to live. The good news is he's King Midas, and if we can help him, we'll both strike it rich. The problem with old Midas is that I can't treat him thanks to his skin condition. Oh, he's not really made of gold, you know. Paints himself that way, thinks it makes him look tough. Man. Still, his skin is harder than diamond, and it's making treatment a bit of a problem. Midas has a history with Dr. Aeon, and I suspect the good doctor may know more about his powers than anyone else. I'd like to see if you can dig up anything in one of Aeon's bases. Now listen up, because this is important. Midas doesn't know he's dying. Not yet. And I'm not going to tell him until I have a cure ready. I'm afraid he may become suicidal. I'm not about to lose my most interesting subject. Nor do I relish the thought of autopsying a pile of rubble. Capiche? Wow. She doesn't look Italian. Oh. I don't think I finished the... Oh, I did. Okay. Back to Capo Diable. The ferry? Very, very... quite contrary. How does your ferry go? Ow. So for your sakes, and sadly for mine, I'll guess south? I hope there are no Baltimore Ravens fans or 49ers fans. I am a 49er fan, and that game is not going well. Oh, mission, clicky. Last I checked, but then, fortunately, I have put the vast majority of my sports fan days in the past. I no longer pay very close attention. I did manage to... What the heck happened? Did manage to convince a couple of my non-sports friends... Oh, damn it! I forgot again. To set the notoriety level. What the hell happened to that? How did that close? Huh, no idea. Oh, I wonder if it closes when I click the button. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I don't want that to ever go away like that. That's, as I said, not good. Shit, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. The guy offered me a great solution, but it only kind of works. I have to search for info and multiple keys to find. All right, that's a dead end. I feel safe in saying that's not the way. I don't have a key. I feel safe in saying that might be the way once I get the key. Dead end down here too, I assume. Yerp. Well, let's assume that it's straight on from the entrance. Alright, we are looking for info and 2 keys. Nope, that's not, like, animated or nothing. Alright, that looks like a dead end. Nope, need a key to enter there too. Okay. I missed. Also a dead end. I am having no luck. Well, very little luck anyway. You're not opening up the doors. We'll try this one. Maybe this one would be lucky. I need a key to enter that one, too. Wait, what? Key. I missed something in there. Maybe I have to get it as a drop off a dude or something. Give me just 1 second. I want to check on one thing. Ugh. Oh, wow. It's going even worse at Levi's Stadium. About to hit the end of the first half, and Niners are going to be behind by at least 17, I think. So that's not optimal for the local boys. I managed to convince a couple of friends of mine who are non-sports type that it's worth rooting for the local team simply because the other locals will be in a better mood. Alright, so this one needed a key. We'll really quickly go back to our super jump. This was a dead end. That one needs a key. This is a dead end. We're out of doorways here. What the fuck? There must be something in here that I didn't see. That's not clicky. Oh, we've got a dude over here. A couple of dudes hiding in the corner. They were afraid of me. Understandable, really. Recipe found. Key found? Key found. Yay! There was some rejoicing. Now, which key is it? This one. We go up. Dead end. Lots of doors. Hey, this one's not even locked. Left or right? Left or right? Uh-huh. He thinks I doesn't. He thinks I doesn't see him up here. But this is most likely where a key holder would be, if there is one here. Whiffed. But not that time. I think it was an enforcer that had the last key, but maybe it's like you've got to nuke everybody out. Which would be a drag. Good evening, fat buddy. It's too bad they only informed the 49ers that the game had been canceled. And not the other team. The last I saw was with like a minute to go. They, in way worse than that. I don't know what the score is at the half, but they were about to go behind by even more. My guess is it's probably like 27-7, but it could, sorry, 24-7, but it could easily be 28-7. I can find out. Yeah, 24-7. 7 seconds left. They've got it back. That's got to be that they're about to kick it off. So doesn't look like there's anybody else down here. I don't remember how to get out of here. Over there. No, not over there. Okay, how about I super jump? So we've finished off of this. We've got another place to go. Well, let's draw out the whole map area here. So, yeah, see, we got more dudes. Could conceivably be here. Probably not, but... Certainly, I hope anyone watching, regardless of win or loss, I hope you bet Detroit and didn't even bother with the points. You just bet the money line. And so much for the article I read the other day about is a Ravens 49ers Super Bowl a foregone conclusion. Oops! I really wish there was a way for sports writers who write stuff like that to have to bear that in their tagline for the rest of their careers. Made the following statement. Because as best I can determine, the answer to that question was no. Of course, more and more modern sports writing has become hot takes and nothing but hot takes all the time. Beyond tedious. If I want to check the scores and I go to ESPN and all I see on the front of the ESPN page is a bunch of blathering, talking heads with these stupid expressions on their face, because apparently those kind of thumbnails work. You know? What little dignity I have is worth more to me than a few clicks. It's not much, but it's honest work. Pardon me, I'm in full rant mode. Hi guys, how you doing? Hope your Sunday's good. There was a time where the impending sports results would have spoiled my day, but now it's more sort of a, well, That's embarrassing. On the positive side, any of the Detroit fans who are enjoying the 70-degree weather today and are saying, hey, this place seems like a pretty nice place to live. Maybe we should move here. Wonder what the median house value is. I was curious, and so I checked the median house value. Really? There was nothing up here at all? Did I get a key? I did not get a key. Did I miss anybody? I must have. The difference is in a median house price here in Santa Clara Valley versus one in Detroit is, and I'm not making this number up, these are the real numbers, 20 times. Really, there's nothing in here, huh? Yeah, there's nothing in here. All right. Just strikes me as weird that there was nothing up here. Although maybe there is later. What is that? No, I took the freaking... Alright, what is it indicating? Are there some other dudes in here I missed? I got one key. What the hell is it indicating? I don't suppose it's going to open either of the others. I don't suppose right, in this case. I suppose wrong. According to the blue team, the Red Rain Ripper is on the premises. That creep is about to learn an important lesson. Oh, really? What, do you have situs inversus, my friend? Situs inversus is when your internal bodily organs are on the opposite sides. You see what you learn here? All kinds of valuable information for, okay, possibly for burgeoning serial killers. Ooh, got them both and the key. Do I need to go in here? I don't think I need to go in there. I got the key. I just need to search the base for info, which presumably is behind the other locked door. Or is it? Wait, what? It's showing as... I'm confused. I'm confused. Alert the media. Big news there. Lens is confused. Surprise, surprise. Another Fortunata. Missed me, sweetheart. Got him. Looking for info. Hi! Hey, hi! Why didn't you introduce yourself before you stepped up to get opened up? Another Fortunata. And a humming. A thrumming. Clue found. Defeat all Arachnos in the base. Fuck off! Pardon my French. I hate kill-alls, but to have a kill-all at the end of a mission that is essentially all done already, what an incredible pile of horse shit is that? Absolute fucking dog shit game design of the worst, most tedious and unfucking necessary kind. Really. I know it's old school. I know it is. Believe me, I'm aware of it. But dropping a kill-all at the end of a successful mission is just punitive game design. Game design with the intent of punishing the player for having the gall to play your game. Somewhere out there, there's an original team, presumably City of Heroes or City of Villains, team member, developer, and right now, I hope it keeps them up at night. You remember that quest I wrote? You go into the, you go to the mission location, and once you've beaten the crap out of everybody and got everything done, you still have to kill every goddamn mob in the place. Remember that one? Yeah, that was awful. I'm not going to do game design anymore. I'm just going to design spreadsheets because I'm a soulless monster who should never been involved in the game industry in the first place. Yeah. Oh, good. More behind, too. Although, maybe a dead end. Dead end. Alright. Good evening, and good evening to Mollymalk76 and Arithius, I think, would be the pronunciation on that. I try to get names right. Alright, got her. Another Fortunata. Greblarja. I have no idea if it's a Slavic name, but it sounds like it should be said with a Slavic accent. Everybody done down here? Get everybody? Did everybody get attended to? Bleepity bleeping bleep. Wow, my language. We've got... No, that was the dead end. There's another one over here. Uh-huh. Alright. Defeat all of the Arachnos in the base. Oh. I have words for individuals who do stuff like that. Now, what is the flipping in there? I got everything out of here. Didn't I? Yeah. I have no idea what... Most of the time you don't get any emblems on the map to help you out. And this time I'm getting emblems that are just doing nothing but confusing me on the map. How the... Yeah, there it is. I am out of sorts because of the near criminal nature of the design for this quest. Needless keys and doors and locks, and then when you're done with all of that and you've got the thing you've been looking for, you still have to frickin' kill everybody in the place. Why? Because you're the player and screw you. Oh, lovely! There's an entire another floor I didn't know anything about. Oh, and it's big, too. Lucky me. Come on, Cryptic. What the frick is this? Maybe this was just a precursor of Cryptic to come. Thank you guys for coming over so I can get you all with my area of effect. Very appreciative. Actually, not loving this map at all. Hating this map. And quite distinctly hating the anti-player jerk who designed it. Not just an awful map, but an even worse quest. Good evening, Mr. MacDad. Yay! There was some rejoicing. There are two kinds of game players. Okay, there's shitloads of them, but in this particular case, two different kinds. There are those who enjoy a challenge, that love to be pushed to their limit. These are players who enjoy things like Dark Souls games, the Souls-alikes, or Elden Ring. Sekiro, you know? They love to bang their head against the wall until they get through and they succeed and their brain goes with endorphins. The awesome feeling of conquering just gets them motivated to play more. And there's my type of player. I do all that stuff, I get through it, I kill the thing that's frustrated me for so long, and my entire reaction can be summed up with thank fuck, that's done with. I don't get that burst of endorphins. I wish I did. So, I'm not averse to a challenge, because the challenge itself can be fun. But a challenge for no particular reason other than challenge, I don't find interesting. So, Aeon was involved in Midas's acquisition of power, eh? Well, it doesn't surprise me. Aeon's almost as curious about the superpowers as I am, and he certainly has better funding. If I analyze these fragments with the equipment you appropriated, I may be able to figure out how to get a needle through that ultra-hard skin of Midas's. Then I could cure him. We're in trouble, Red Rain Ripper. I wasn't able to cook up a way of piercing Midas's skin to deliver the cure, but I did manage to concoct a medicine that could be absorbed through it. Problem is, Aeon heard about my experiments with Midas's skin. He wants my findings for himself. And guess who he's sent after them? The Goldbrickers. Midas has no idea he's sending men to snatch the substance that could save his life. And he's not going to find out If he does, he'll know that I lied to him about his condition, and that can't happen. So I need you to get to my job and get to my lab and make sure my work stays intact on the premises. I have to warn you, Red Rain Ripper, there's a chance you could fail this one. Well, I doubt I can fail it if I take a moment to come over here and make sure that I've set the notoriety to -1. I should be fine. Probably. I should probably be fine. So long, Goldbrickers. Yeah, kill-alls in every game ever are a failure of imagination on the game designer's part. If that's your answer... I mean, I know it was standard in the time of this game. So, I am willing to sort of, nod and wink at it. Normally, there's no reason to fight mobs if you have to go upstairs. But my guess is I'm going to save her work and they're going to tell me again. 8 minutes ago, I got a raid and no one told me. Orethius has raided me with a party of, doesn't say, of some. Thank you very much for the raid, Orethius. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm sorry I didn't say anything. I feel shame and I must commit Sudoku. But I didn't get any notification. I don't know how Restream handles a raid. But theoretically, I mean, it is showing up. Where was I? It does show up on my mini feed on Streamlabs OBS, but I didn't get the sound, and I don't know why. So thank you very much for the raid. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope your Sundays are going great. I hope you're not above a Baltimore Ravens or San Francisco 49ers fan. I'm kind of a 49ers fan. The stadium's 3 miles in that direction. And it's not going well. Last time I checked, it was 24-7. So, as I mentioned earlier, to whoever the journalist was who wrote the story, is it inevitable? Or is a Ravens 49ers Super Bowl inevitable? That's a guy who's so bad at his job. He deserves to carry that around with him forever. Because it doesn't seem like it's inevitable. And for those of you maybe Europeans, American football, the next to the last big game. In 2 weeks, we get the Super Bowl. Whoop. If it just happened to be the Ravens, San Francisco, there would have been some questions. Oh, is this about the so-called predictive effect of the Super Bowl colors that are shown previously? Well, certainly, assuming the Lions win over here, I'm rooting for them too. As I mentioned the other night, as a general rule, unless I have some abiding interest, and in this case, if I had a football team that I cared a lot about, it would be the 49ers. I cared a lot about the Niners when I was a kid. But outside of that, I root for the teams that haven't had any success. Yeah, I saw that. Well, it's not that it's a leak. It's in essence a conspiracy theory. The colors are announced well before the game, but the last 2 years the colors matched. And this year the two colors that were shown were red and purple in the logo for the Super Bowl. So everyone said, aha, the fix is in. Aha, the fix not in. But I root for teams whose fan bases have never had the satisfaction of, winning. So historically, I rooted for the Cubs and the Red Sox, because, we're talking multiple generations where the fans never won the big deal. Of course, in the case of the Red Sox, after they won, I said, okay, Red Sox, you got your win. I'm glad for you. I'm happy for your fans. Don't turn into Yankees fans now. Don't become those entitled Yankees fans. And they became exactly the same as entitled Yankees fans. Well, Tampa got their win back in the proverbial day. And their first coach, I believe it was their first coach, John McKay, had maybe the snappiest answer in the history of sports. He was asked about his team's execution, and he said, "Oh, I'm in favor of it." Have we finished off this map? I think we have. Almost have. So it appears that we have taken the elevator to no advantage. It was an elevator to nowhere. Well, I'm happy for the Lions fans, because talk about long suffering. Holy shit. They've been suffering for like ever. Therefore, I would like to see that alleviated. Preferably not at the expense of the Niners, but oh well. And also, Jared Goff, the Detroit Lions quarterback, is a Cal guy, and I went to Cal. So, there's that too. However, I'm not convinced that anybody's going to beat Mahomes. The guy's a machine. He's a rarity for me. He's a guy who's not overestimated. His ability to play the game. Well, I mean, Montana and Young watched all of their games live. Not in person, but live. So I've seen a couple of all-time greats in my time. I've never seen anyone as consistent as he is. Also, he said it's not about the money anymore. He wants a ring. Well, that's true for a lot of the pros. A lot of them have been doing it long enough that they're set for life. Money is great, but at a certain point, you want the success too. You don't want to turn into one of the all-time greats who is seen as being an incredibly talented guy who just couldn't win the big one. When you're at the level of any of the really good players or great players, the money is going to be so enormous that it doesn't make... I'm sure sometimes it doesn't make sense to them. Now, there are some of them who are, let's say, more monetarily focused than others. But there are a lot of them who are a lot more concerned with the ring or the equivalent. In hockey, it would be the cup, getting their name on the cup. Hockey is the sport that, at least in my adult life, is the one I have paid the most attention to. The sport I have paid the most attention to. The San Jose Sharks are the only team I really sort of have a consistent rooting interest for. Well, I mean, assuming that you're from that area, we're a bit strange in that we're from warm water areas, you know, sunny states, sunny areas, and we've got hockey teams. And the Sharks have always been extremely successful here in San Jose since they first showed up. I was a season ticket holder for a number of years. That's another level for me. Where do you think you're going, jerk? You've got a rocket pack and you're trying to run away. He's not very smart. Thank you. And I'm having no luck finding her work. Killing the hell out of people. Which, of course, is gratifying in its own way. Level 16, that'll be a new skill. Rocket Man! They both came running up to me so that I could hit them with my AE, and I missed them both. Alright, no glowy there. Oh, hi, guys. Pilot the Bombardier. Pilot the Bombardier. Okay, another empty room. I have decided tonight that I am going to attempt to uncover every square inch of every level of every mission in the game. Actually, I didn't decide that. It just seems to be happening. It's fine, really. It's fine. I definitely got to see if I can do something about that. That's not... It's good, but it takes away this. This is considered a separate window, not part of the game. So if you return to game window, like closing other windows, it makes the extra hotbars go away. Unless there's a way to keep that from happening. And I don't know how that is. Hi. Let me see what kind of man you're made of. Oh. Flesh and blood, just like the rest. How unfortunate. 1 sec and I'll try that. Clicking right shift. I don't see anything. Well, what I was told, and I checked, and here I'll show you what I did. The menu, option, key mapping, here, game return. You can't set it to escape. So I set it to middle mouse button, which was his suggestion, which made sense. That's not being used in this game. But when I click it, the extra vanishes. Extra hotbar vanishes. I don't need it right now. And right control didn't do anything either. Ah, that didn't hit him all, damn it. Didn't hit him. Let's try this one. Missions where you just run around trying to find a thing and having to kill whole bunches of mobs just to try and find the thing just don't really strike me as fun. Oh, to expand. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it from going away when I return to game. Or do you mean to basically turn this into a double bar? Because right now it's certainly not. And it doesn't show any draggy bit to enlarge it to allow for a second bar. Huh. Opening 3. That might do it. That won't do it. I'm sure you're wrong about something. I don't know what. This works just fine. I have no idea what you're talking about. How about them Niners? No, wait, that's the wrong one. Thank you. That's not it. You got to work it the other way. That's the problem. Is by default it goes to the bottom one. I kind of wanted the... I know I'm being picky now. That I wanted the one I'm using at the top. I don't see it here, so I'm going to assume that it's not actually in this room, and I will try the other doorway that we have not yet tried. Well, I mean, it is, as I say, old school game, gonna have old school problems. I don't consider that to be news. Is this better? Probably. Yeah, I'd say it's probably better than what I had before this evening, let's say. As the way to close a window without having to click on the little tiny red X is a bigger deal than not having everything exactly where I want it. Yeah, because I know what you're talking about. For instance, on my Steve Constantine character, he's got flight, but the magical flight, the sorceress flight. But the sorceress flight also comes with teleport. But the teleport comes up in a pop-up window or a pop-up bar. and you can't drag it. So you can only click it. And so, yeah, I can understand why you would want definitely teleport to be on the hotbar that is by default using your keys. Your, 1 through N keys. Hi, guys. Can I hit you both? Yeah, actually I can, I think. I can. That was nice. I was not able to drag that. You say you can move that? I wasn't able to. Not saying you can't, because, well, I mean, tonight is not the night I should be debating what UI works and what doesn't work. Oh, hit up Null the Gull? Well, I know Null the Gull allows you to change sides. It allows you to unlock stuff from the hotbar. That's an unusual function. Really? I would never have believed that in a bajillion years. Well, I believe it. I never would have thought of that as being the answer in a bajillion years, is what I meant to say. But obviously didn't actually say. Tonight, it's City of Heroes Hints with Mr. MacDad. Hosted by Lens. And not very effectively. Thank you again. God. I hate things. Sorry, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's wonderful. How are you? Did I get everything in here? How come I can't find her research, her work, anywhere? All right, so that's that room. Those rooms. And we've already done all of that stuff, too. Maybe not. No, I have to check all the floors for everything, as apparently I couldn't find my manhood if it wasn't attached tonight. Alright, I guess this floor is not a success. We didn't finish the first floor. Why it would be on the first floor, I have no idea. Other than the game is attempting, with some success, to get me to pop an aneurysm. Dear City of Heroes, I only have one brain. Please don't break it. I know I have said, this is me typing, my voice as I type. I know I have said that all men have two. One in their head and the small one that sometimes makes decisions, but that one doesn't really count. Ooh, E.T. from Atari. You are a man who is well versed in the classics. I think this frickin' entire empty place is empty. So that's where we came in. There's another bay. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. No, this is the bay I've been on before. Hold on. That bay. Have I done on that bay? You see, I've been running around here for so long I don't remember what the hell I've done and what I haven't done. I've done both of the bays. I've done every freaking thing in this entire ludicrously complicated, unnecessarily annoying map. What in the genuine Philly fuck is going on? I have not been in this room. I have not been in this room. You gonna stand over there and shoot, or are you gonna come over here and fight like a man? So that I can hit both of you at once. Oh, evidently he doesn't want to fight like a man. Fine, fine. Oh, 2 bombardiers. Okay, well. Good night, and thank you for watching. And have a most excellent Monday. If that's possible. I know sometimes Mondays don't cooperate. That would appear to be the clicky we've been looking for all this time. Oh, I have to save it, so presumably this is the last guy who needs to go down. Well, I guess we probably won't find out if it's a kill-all mission. Oh, yes, we will. Well, maybe I can click on it now. Oh, ah. Another round of friendlies coming in to say hi. Oh, that wasn't a good night. That was a good evening, I think. Then, good evening, my friend. Here comes round 2. Second verse, same as the first. One of the first missions in a lab like this, some clockwork had to be cleared after a boss was defeated. Oh, the little guys. Oh, yeah, the gears. Those are called gears. I hate them so much. And I guess I'm waiting for another round of attackers. Oh, but I could certainly see one of the gears hiding away. Absolutely. Yes, thank you. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight because that's going to give me nightmares. Oh, hi. I spin around and finally, '18 reward merits. So there's some merit in my accomplishments. 30 minutes looking for him, even when you heard him. Yeah. I mean, I love this game to pieces. I loved it then. I'm delighted beyond words that it's back now. But I do recognize that, like any, or almost every old school game, it's got its annoyances. Melees? Gives me nightmares? No. I love it on my sandwiches. Thanks to you, Midas will never have to know how close he came to death. You saved my equipment, and along with it, Midas's life. I'll put in a good word for you with old Midas. Maybe the two of you can do business together in the future. Listen, I hope you can keep whatever secrets you've learned about me during our adventure. Take this salvage and remember, I'm your friend. You can trust me. Sorry, dear, I don't trust anyone. Marshal Brass in Capo Diable. No. I know there is a Midnighter arc on villain side as well. I've done the Midnighter arc, well, at least up to a certain level, on good guy side. I know there was a hero I could talk to, or a villain I could talk to, who was part of the Midnighter squad. Here, I didn't take it. I think it was last night. Marshal Brass, get this straight. As Marshal, I shouldn't be talking to you. But I need to have some things done. And I think you can do them. I'm Marshal Leon Brass. I control all Arachnos operations in this Capo Diable, reporting to Dr. Aeon. You'd be Red Rain Ripper, right? Red Rain Ripper, right. Ruh-roh, Raggy. You've tangled with my forces before, I'm sure. Don't worry about it. I don't hold grudges for that kind of thing. It's just how it is here. I've heard good things about you. That you're powerful. That you're capable. That you don't mind getting your hands dirty. Well, with the red. Sounds like what I need. I have a job or two I need done by an independent contractor, and I think you could be the one. You'll be paid, but this will be kept quiet. This is not official Arachnos work. You will not officially work for us in any capacity. Arachnos troops will still consider you a valid target, and if you mess up, I'll deny any knowledge that you even exist. What I will do is pay you to take certain jobs for me. The first one will be against the Goldbrickers. Job is yours if you want it. Otherwise, walk away. I've been wanting to see one of the Goldbrickers' rocket packs up close for a long time. They resemble an old Arachnos prototype. If they're derived from that program, then we have a security leak. Your job is to steal one of the rocket packs, then deliver it to Dr. Flamand's lab for analysis. Flamand is one of ours. The Goldbrickers will try to stop you. Don't get stopped. The pack will only have 90 minutes worth of fuel, but even if you run out, Flamand can still analyze it. Going to lurk? Please do. 3 over there, that would be in Europe. Oh, I'll keep up the extremely bad work. Trust me, I'm a professional. By the way, as of last night, over the course of the last 4 streams previous to this, and last night was the one that put me over the top, City of Heroes is once again my second most streamed game, as in the last 7 hours streamed. I passed Star Wars The Old Republic and Path of Exile. It was the game I streamed first, and now it's the game I have streamed the second most. Go City of Heroes. Oh, I didn't train. That was silly. I should train. My most streamed game by better than 3 times is Guild Wars 2. Arbiter Or. Is your first name Either? Not too terribly far away. I I don't want to choose a new title. I was going to go with integration. Integrate mind and body, making you resistant to knockback, disorient, hold, sleep, and emo effects, as well as increasing your regeneration rate for as long as you can keep the toggle power active. I think yes. And that will give us another toggle. I guess our first toggle, technically. Move that up to there. Turn it on. Rawr! Rawr! Everyone got that? That's my official opinion on that. Rawr! And now we go in. Hello, boys. Oh, more. Do all you rocket men run away when things are not going quite your way? I have to say that their guns really do sound like cartoon guns. Wait, another one? What the fuck is this shit? Boy, everybody trying to sneak up from behind. It's pretty simple to do. You just go to options, graphics. I'll show you in a sec. I like it. I know a lot of people don't, and I can understand why. I think I got used to it and really liked it in Champions Online, and it kind of stuck with me. Okay. Yeah, I do enjoy it. It feels comic booky as hell. And like I said, if somebody's got a good idea, well, I'm more than willing to take advantage of it. And if they nabbed this from Champions Online, I'm good with that. I've played a boatload of that game too. What could Red Rain Ripper want here? And why weren't we warned? Our source keeps tabs on every villain in the Isles. Well, maybe he can't keep track on me there, skeet. Nothing personal, Red Rain Ripper. Just we got here first. This is our theft. Let me just throw myself a quick heal. And enlarge my life pool. I'm going to take a moment, get my health and endurance back up. Just to make sure. You want to be in the safe side of things. I always try to practice safe eviscerations. Well, safe for me. Not entirely safe for them. I hear the thrumming. Rocket pack packing crate. Let's just shorten that up to a rocket packing crate. See what I did there? I put the two together. Never mind. Now to get this rocket pack to Dr. Flamand. Well, I could fly with it, but why? Flying is nice. Flying is great. But super jump. Ah, super jump. Who would fly when you can jump? No one. No one sane, anyway. Give me just a sec here. The 49ers have tied the game up? Well, that's unlikely. End of the third quarter, and they have the ball back. Well, that was quick. Yeah, I think so too. I also think it actually makes it more stylized, and that actually, I think, sort of reduces the feeling that it's an old sort of low-res game. It's more stylized, and therefore you don't notice whatever flaws or shortcomings, or you're less likely to, because it just feels a little more organic. Not sure if that's the right word. Pretty sure it's not the right word. Basically, it covers up some of the sins you might experience in playing an older game. Games that try for realism, the graphics end up getting dated, whereas something that's a little bit more stylistic, or even a lot more stylistic, like WoW. If you go with something like WoW, I mean, it's never looked good, but it's never looked bad, really, either. It's a much better looking game than it used to be, I think, objectively. But it's sort of, at all times, it's sort of keeping up with the state of the art at doing lo-fi graphics. So they're always nice looking, but they never look, it's not like they're trying to look realistic. Too many times, if you try to make them look too realistic, they just end up looking fake, especially over time. Hi, guys. These guys are hitting pretty hard. Had to use a couple of heals here. I will take a moment to catch my breath. I need to find Dr. Flamand. Well, presumably this direction. Is that Nicholas Flamand? Well, lots of... Oh, there's an awful lot of them. Shit. Come on, stop missing. I can't afford much more in the way of misses. That was an unnecessarily unfriendly group of people. 6 guys, and I think 3 of them were lieutenants. Hi, Flamand. Come on. Come on. Keep coming. Thank you, Red Rain Ripper. Marshal Brass will get a very positive report from me, as he should. Victory is mine. Yep. He didn't give us his phone number. Oh, I'm a marshal. I'm big and important. La-di-da. You want me to make the red flow? I'll make the red flow. But next time, the phone number would be handy. Oh, and then multiple failure to operate. We have failure to operate. Flamand no doubt told you what he told me. Only one who could have done it is my boss, Dr. Aeon. He's been using the Goldbrickers to carry out his thefts and attacks on his own, trading them technology for their services, using them as his own secret mercenary force. I suspected that for a while. Dr. Aeon keeps a lot of secrets. Now I know. You also know. Technically, I should have you killed, but I appreciate good work. I also appreciate someone who can keep things quiet. If you can cover both, then I have another job for you. You do good work. See if one of my enhancements can help sharpen your edge. Oh, sharpening my edge. I am all about sharpening my edges. It's the only way you can make the red run. The Aeon conspiracy. Aeon's connection to the Goldbrickers makes something else clear. Wyvern has been targeting them, but seemed to drop that recently. Now they're going after Arachnos, but it looks like they're searching for something. Possibly evidence of that connection. They can't be allowed to find it. And it has to be done without revealing it actually exists. That means I'll need another job done by a deniable outside contractor. I have no special hatred of Wyvern. They help us to cull out the weaker villains. However, they've somehow gotten a lot of information on our bases, or possibly bosses too, lately. They're searching through files with near impunity. This has me upset. They triggered a false radiation alert and forced one base to evacuate. I want you to find out why they targeted that base. And then find and defeat every last one of them. It's another kill-all mission. Did we cover earlier my opinion on kill-all missions? Have I ever mentioned that I don't care for them? I'm not sure I have, because my feelings on it are so tepid that I would never get worked up, possibly even enraged over kill-all missions. Oh wait, yeah, I would. Yeah, never mind. I would. Radiation alarms blare false alerts down every hallway in the base. It's not a big base. That was a miss. Professor Echo. Wasn't too long ago I ran these series of missions. Might have been 3 weeks ago, something like that. Drones and pets. Yes, thank you. I spin around. These guys are always poking holes in my nice jacket. You think this comes cheap? Do I look cheap? Wyvern. I wonder if that's supposed to be a acronym for something silly. I know what it stands for. It stands for We're Very Nuts. Sort of. Almost. Yeah, I know it's WY. I hear thrumming. Lots of thrumming. Objective, presumably. He does have a certain resemblance to, yeah, the hat, I think. The visuals, all I had coming in was I knew I wanted a trench coat or a duster. And I wanted the color to be in the color roughly of blood. And the rest of it, as is so often the case, was just stumbled over or decided on by browsing. I mentioned before last night that there have been a number of times where I had no idea what kind of hero or villain I wanted to create, and I just started browsing the character creator, and I would find a piece or a piece would be an idea that led me to another piece, and eventually I'd find what I was looking for, and I'd build the whole character out from like one piece, one cosmetic in the character creator. That was level 17, by the by. Bow, 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 bam. Sorry. Hey, I can call him now. I can assume you read this file? If you were an actual Arachnos operative, I'd have to order your death for that, but you're not. In fact, there's no way of me knowing what you have or haven't read. Since we don't know each other and have never met, isn't that something? Yeah, Dr. Aeon used to be Dr. Egon, the mad scientist. He hasn't changed much. I was one of the people who brought him in. Now you know the truth. In a deniable fashion, meaning now you know enough to be helpful with a few jobs. Aeon's always been unstable, but I'm concerned. He's working on a number of projects that might endanger the whole island. If that were to happen under my watch, they'd have my head. Literally. What do you think controls the drones? Now, you're one of the people who know about Dr. Aeon's past as Dr. Egon. In a deniable fashion, that is. How you do jobs that arouse suspicion in others, which is good, because I've got a lot of jobs. The first is a 2-for-1. First point, Amanda Vines. The WSPDR star reporter. She's popular, a crusading reporter type. People love her. She's got a bad habit of investigating Arachnos business. Lord Reckless finds her presence useful, though. A voice of dissent makes him look more tolerant, more legitimate, and a bit of manipulation makes her very useful. That's what you're going to do. Ms. Vines has been digging into Dr. Aeon's current research. Now she's in trouble. And that's the second part. She snuck into a base where Aeon is experimenting on something. Knowing him, it's something he shouldn't be experimenting on. I want you to find her, find out what Aeon's working on, and find out what she's learned. I did just do this storyline not too long ago. Let's see if there isn't some other... That's the only active mission I've got. Who else do we have? Bane Spider Reuben. Oh, now that's a name. Brother Hammond. He chooses instead to evangelize the streets of Aeon City. Capo Diable. Am I a religious type? Arachnos liaison. Potent psionic ability. Psychic ability. Quickly climbing the ranks. What he lacks in nuanced thinking and martial skill, he more than makes up for with his psychic potential. Bane Spider Reuben? Or Brother Hammond? Well, I'm a great believer in the simplicity of blades. Let's see what a Luddite preacher might have for us. Oh, we also have Seer Marino. You do not know this contact. They're on Mercy Island. Mercy Island? Why would a Mercy Island? Capo Diab. Oh, somebody mentioned the Midnight Squad arc. This would be the Midnight Squad arc. Fighting the Ricti, but okay, sure. Here we are at New Haven. Presumably the university. Then we should also have... I'll talk with her, and then I'm going to go over here, and I should be able to do the crafting tutorial, so to speak. When you were a kid, did your parents ever say to you, "Hey, Red Rain Ripper, you want to see something really scary?" Then they'd go, "Boo!" or some silly thing like that. My parents did that too, only they showed up was a dark void beast they were keeping locked up in the basement. That was the day I got my first gray hair. I was 8. You'd think I would have been afraid. I wasn't. I found the beast and what he meant to the world around me fascinating. Imagine the simple little world we have with people and jobs and buildings, and right in the middle of it is a creature from another realm who swallows light and speaks in quasi-starbursts. The candy? I always liked starbursts. My father told me it couldn't even perceive our presence or where it actually was. It was alien. Amazing. I've worked with my father and his group to unravel the secret world around us ever since. By the way, the secret world, still a good game. Still a good game. I've played it a bunch on stream. I've worked with my father and his group to unravel the secret world around us ever since. The origin of power. You might not want to hear this, but there's more to your abilities than a simple twist of fate. You're connected to something bigger than you or I. The one thing that ties us all together, not just in the Rogue Isle and Paragon City, but all of us, through all time, it's the origin of power. Where it comes from, how it changes, and what it means to us now. It's true, this is a history lesson of sorts, but it's also an instruction manual. This task is not full of combat or near-death experiences, so if that's what you're after, perhaps it's best you go elsewhere and steal something or mug someone. If you are interested, perhaps you'll learn something. Ooh, history lesson. Well done. I thought I saw more depth in those eyes of yours than just a dumb thug. Well, I have to follow where the red leads me. But I digress. So your first lesson is to speak with a mystic here in Capo Diab. His name is Tarakos? Tarakos, I think. He should be able to guide you through the ways of magic. All right, before we head off to Tarakos, I should be able to do... Pardon the yawn. $49ers are leading now? That's just a really unlikely result. Well, Red Rain Ripper, I suppose you want to know more about the new invention program. That must be why you're standing here. This is an invention tutorial. Take approximately 20 minutes. It takes less than that. Maybe 10. So here's the university. We have a new curriculum called Invention Programs. If curriculum is too difficult for you to understand, I'm going to like carving him up. That means a set of courses. Big words are tough, I know. Take a look at the program sheet so you know what courses you need to take. It's on the counter over there. Read it, learn it, live it. Let me know when you're done reading, and try not to move your lips too much. It's not rocket science. Pick up the paper and read it. It's right there on the counter. Wow. Isn't he look tough with his low-cut shirt? Hastily scrawled words on a notepad. Salvage with Kevin Gillette. Recipes in the library with Charles Ball. Workbench and results in the lab with Samuel O'Reilly, if he can find his way into work. I doubt these guys will all even make it this far. Invention enhancements with James Bright in the lab upstairs. Eggs, milk, lawn darts. Pick up towels at dry cleaners. Get Polly to type up real course schedule. Jenny, 867-5309. Call her. Very nicely done. Welcome back. I hope the work was successfully, more importantly, completed. First of all, the fact that the villains are getting lawn darts at the store I like. And second of all, 867-5309. Okay. Amusing. Invention programs, either you're interested or you're not. First class is on Salvage, taught by Kevin Gillette. Main ingredient in the invention system. Of course, it's designed to give you a general yet comprehensive understanding about how to get it. Okay. Lawn darts back in the day, that might explain something. I don't know. Only if one of them went into your head. By the way, I hope not. Never did lawn darts. It is amazing that those were still commercially available in America until a relatively few years ago. Oh, back window on the Datsun took the hit. Yeah. Yeah, then I bet you do have an old scar. Not physical, but emotional. Ask about the missions. He wants me to do salvage. So we're going to do salvage. Okay, we've just learned about salvage. Salvage. This is the salvage I currently already have from beating the crap out of people. These are the reward merits I've earned through completing storylines. And there's like common, uncommon, and rare stuff, I believe are the colors there. And now he wants me to get some salvage from the building across the quad. On the good guy side, the building has been not really invaded, but infiltrated by Nazis. Actual Nazis in uniforms and everything. Not sure who's here. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've done. You hear something, this could be fun. Take it all. We're going to make a statement here. Did I mention I have a bad back? Oh, Penumbra Assault. Yeah, I think that is the council. So it is Nazis here again. Hi. Pardon me, boys. I missed. He set me on fire. It's so rude. All right, we got what we need. In we go. And that's salvage. I will note, for a person or two said they were interested in changing over to the cel-shaded graphics like I have, is one thing that can happen, and I'll show you. The portraits that'll show up on dialog boxes often don't render correctly. For instance, it's not showing his shirt, and I don't have X-ray vision. Sometimes their faces will be indistinct blobs. Sometimes they'll have no heads. God, pardon me. Recipes. Use the library computer to research recipes. Teach me recipes. They've just taught me recipes. White, so common, uncommon, rare, and ultra rare. We go back to Charles Ball. Going to introduce me to Sam O'Reilly. Hello, I'm Samuel O'Reilly, your instructor. I teach the Workbench and Results class. I'm an instructor, which is why I wear this very important looking lab coat. You probably thought I was a doctor. It happens all the time. I have that sharp, contemplative look about me. Workbenches. I will use the computer workbench. Also turn off the cell shading before you edit a supergroup base or the game will crash, known issue. Okay, I had seen that mentioned once before, and I did go in, but I did not try rearranging when I was in my supergroup base. So that would explain why it didn't explode on me. Workbench and results. Yep, return. No, a lot of people may switch to IOs at 25 to 30. I'm usually too lazy and stay with the SOs. Those are single origin and invented origin enhancements. They have different sort of, let's say, certain level advantages and disadvantages. The invented ones stay at their current level but continue to be usable. Some enhancements you'll level out of. Some enhancements can be improved. There's a bunch of rules and differences between them. They'll only let me do a 15. That's the highest they'll let me do. I will get the accuracy, and they'll give me the salvage I need to make it. And now you can see how the crafting in the game works. It's pretty simple. You've got a bunch of recipes. These are ones that I've already found in-game. And they'll do different things. So, for instance, this one is a chance to disorient. This is damage, endurance, and recharge boost. This is a slow and range boost. Most of them are going to be single purpose, at least at lower levels. I can make 2 of those. I can't make any of these. I could. Could I not use it? I'm 17. I could use it, right? I've got everything I need. Well, anyway, they want me to make one of these, so we will create it. Also, you can buy recipes here. So this is the invention accuracy. Oh, that's why. I would have to buy the recipe, because I own 0 of them. I own 2 of these. So we'll create that. And just that easily. These are ones I've looted. This is the one I just made. It increases accuracy by 19.2%. Can't combine it with any others, but it won't vary as you level up. But this one here, with the red number, I've out-leveled it because I'm level 17. It's a 3-level range above or below. So I'll just overwrite it with this. That easy. These ones here are the free ones that you can claim from the pay-to-win vendor, and this is just one of the regular ones that I'd socketed. Do we have any other things that are obviously socketable? No, I'll just have to sell those then for influence, and I'll be rich. Sorry. Be introduced to a new contact, James Bright. Hey there, Jimbo. This is not a walk in the park, recruit. You will listen, and you will listen closely. I am your drill instructor. And this class is on invention enhancements, which is what I just made. Wants me to read this. I've read it. Invention enhancements. I would suggest reading this stuff if you're a new player, by the way, to learn how things work. Ooh, I'm an inventor. I got the badge to prove it. The janitor. I do not know what the janitor wants. He must have mistaken you for one of those lollygaggers. Not the fine serviceman that you are. See him and sort it out. We are done here. Thank you, Jimbo. Sup, Red Rain Ripper? Nice job on the inventor thing. Looks like you got prospects after all, so yeah, I sent for you. I may just be the janitor, but I've got connections all over the Rogue Isles. You're going to want to know what they are. So he's going to tell us. Stay in school. Statistics have proven that students who stay in school, who stay out too late and party more than 3 days a week, fail classes more often than students do not. Anyone watching you? Check before you keep reading. Kinda got you there, didn't I? Yeah, I know. Most people see that statistics stuff and don't bother reading further. Sneaky, huh? So here's the deal. Listen up. If you want to buy and sell stuff, there's a guy who can tell you how the black market works. You can't miss him. He looks like he knows something. Seriously, it's written all over him. How do you find him? Well, that's up to you, but I can tell you this. Stop looking guilty. You want to get caught? Jeez. Okay, so the trucks are in Mercy Island, Port Oaks, Capo Diablo, Sharkhead Isle, and St. Marshall. No, I don't have a location for you. Come on, you're a villain. Figure something out. Beat the info out of someone. We good? Look for the trucks and the guy. That's all I'm saying. You tell a soul and I'll cut you. Believe it. I know where you live. From the desk of Miss Polly Anna. Smiles or frowns. Turned upside down. Isn't that true? Done reading? Good. One second. The 49ers are now up by 10. What the? I'm glad I didn't watch. The Niners would have driven me crazy tonight. They woke up at halftime. All right, well, we talked to her and got her mission, I think, right? Yeah, she wants me to talk to Tarakos. All right, and let's see, he's there. And I'm at the university? No. The hell am I? Why can I not see myself? There I am. So let's see. That's the black market. There's the merit vendor. I'm just looking for a regular vendor, man. Can't a guy just find a regular? Well, there's the quartermaster. Quartermaster. Since we can't use any of these, we're going to sell them. Now, I have enough infamy. I can buy a few enhancements. Maybe a couple of gauntlets, a couple of damage enhancements. Let's see where we're at. I think I could use 4 of those. And maybe a couple of heals. Well, how much are the heals? So if I get 4 of those, that's 32 grand. The heals are the same price. Well, let's buy 4. get a couple of heals as well. Just a nice little buff to my damage all around, you know. Those are 19.2% each. Reconstruction. That's my active heal. And then another one for my regen. There we go. Not too bad for, what, 48k? Thank you, Mr. Quartermaster Man. He's far away. Ow. I think I sprained an ankle. Ooh. A magic portal. You dare interrupt me? You're either bold or stupid. Which is it? Just a minute. What's the question again? I cannot tell if you're serious or simply seeing how far you can push me. Let me warn you, oh stupid one. Do not push Terakos. Now I know why you're here. Even if someone as dim as you has forgotten, you may wish to learn about the origin of magic. I will explain it to you. I make no guarantees you will comprehend any of it. Hey, thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for watching. I appreciate both. That's true for all of you. Thanks, guys. I think one more mission ought to probably do me here, so let's find out about the origin of power. I do not expect one such as you to... Oh, no, we already talked about that, yeah. Oh, am I supposed to go back to... that's it? That was it? I just had to talk to him about magic? Wow. Okay, well, that's a little less than I was expecting. I hit it. Nice. I've mentioned before that I used to be adept enough that I could jump from lamppost to lamppost on the tops of them in Paragon City with Super Jump. All talks until the last one. Ah, okay. Virgil Terakos is not a man who wastes time or words. I doubt you got much out of him, even if you are of magic origin. However, I hope that what you did get across was at least enlightening, regarding his view of where magic comes from. In the future, feel free to call me on my cell. There's a couple people you might be interested in talking to. First to be a new contact, Willie Wheeler or the Golden Roller. Maybe scraping the bottom of the barrel, but I know this guy named Willie Dealer Wheeler. He likes to think of himself as a big-time player, but he's really small-time. Still, he's been getting some big leads of late, and might be worth checking into. Tell you the truth, I'd like to see the two of you working together. It might prove entertaining. Willie may be a joke, but at least he can get his hands on mutant and magic enhancements. You know of a man who calls himself the Golden Roller? Smart, this one. Always looking for talent. He's high-profile. He's high-profile troubleshooter for a high-tech gang called the Goldbrickers. He might have some profitable jobs for you. Oh, yeah. He doesn't like being seen in person, but you can find him in his car. You want science technology enhancements? Well, let's go with the guy who speaks my language. Magic. There's a guy here who's in charge of all Arachnos military operations in Capo Diab. His name is Marshal Brass. We've met. He got to his place in the world with no powers or technology of any kind. He's a natural. I'd like you to talk to him about what sets him apart from other men. The answer? He must have an enormous Schwangstucker. Well, that would follow, yes. Movie reference. I have done this chain before, but it was a long time ago. Like, by long, I mean like maybe 2 years, something like that. Brass again, Red Rain Ripper. I don't know if this is the best time for me to be seen with you. Something is going on in the city and it's making everyone nervous. Be quick about it. What intel do you seek? Ask about being a villain without powers. Look at you, standing there asking me how I got to where I was without powers. You trying to pity me? I'll have you know that I've taken out a half a dozen villains with more power than you before I showed up to work today. You know how I, a lowly human, can do this while the rest of you fly around the city like you're gods? I can take you down because I'm just that much better than you. Take away our powers. You're nothing. Nothing. I win because I want it more than you. I win because I'll never give up. Now get out of my face. I don't have the time for this. Back to Ashley. So I'll get the next mission from her, and then I think I'll be calling it an evening. Because if I called it a potato, that wouldn't make sense. What'd you learn from Brass? Really, huh? I would have expected him to be more forthcoming. I wonder if he's hiding something. You should get a kick out of this one. I was trying to find a technology contact you could talk to, and the only one I came up with is the Golden Roller. I hear he's been linked to the Goldbrickers and Lord Midas as well. You up for a little chat? Odds are he'll try and scam you. Just get in and get any information you can and get out. What I will do is I will drop myself into the university proper. Because, if you're not aware of it, in City of Heroes, where you log out your character matters. Because when you log back in, you'll have a buff. Depending, not in any location, but if you log in City Hall, you'll get one buff. If you log in at the university, maybe you get another. I'm not sure if we get it or not. Yeah, we do. There's a buff we'll get, and it's called Day Job Professor. Basically, it's your day job. What you're doing when you're not out superheroing. Or at least that's the rationalization behind it. So I'm not sure what professor, the buff for Day Job Professor will give me, but I'm going to log out here. Ooh. This takes you to, this is a portal to, well, another world. Oh, the info. Okay. Logging out in the university will grant you a random piece of tech salvage after mission completion for a short time. Now, that's a nice one. The more time spent logged out, the longer the duration will last, up to a maximum of 2 hours. After 100 hours of logged out time, you'll earn the Professor Day Job Badge. Nice. Thank you for the pointer on that. But I'm going to call it here. I'm going to guess I'll probably be back tomorrow. I am enjoying this. I'm not finding it too stressful. I don't need a day off right now. Probably sometime in the upcoming week I will. In things to look forward to for me, the big one is the 21st of February. We get the release of Last Epoch, which is the new ARPG. It's been in early access for, I think, 3 or 4 years now. It's quite good. It's been good the whole time since I bought it. I didn't regret my, I think it was $35 I spent at the time. And it's going to be $35 on launch. If you're an ARPG player, you might want to check out Last Epoch to at least browse and take some look at the gameplay and the game systems and stuff. That's coming the 21st, and I'm going to be playing that. I'll probably be playing it a couple of days before launch just as sort of an introduction for any new players who are planning on playing. And then I'm going to be playing it and streaming it on the 21st. So that's about 3 weeks off, give or take. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe. You crazy Europeans. I'm enjoying this bad guy here. So I'm trying to remember where I saw it, the No Fear at Footfalls. It showed up somewhere on one of my streams, because I don't know where it's coming from. I don't remember what it was, but I saw it last night. I don't remember what the hell it was. Anyway, back tomorrow. More of the Red Rain Ripper. Ripping it up. Thank you all very, very much for hanging out tonight. As always, I appreciate it an awful fucking lot. I really do. back tomorrow. So I hope the rest of your Sunday night goes great. And because I like to set an achievable goal for those who choose to watch my stream, I hope your upcoming week doesn't suck. Back tomorrow. Have a great night tonight. Take care. And ciao for now.